So in this video we'll be looking at adding and subtracting algebraic fractions, particularly with x on the top in this lesson. In further lessons we'll be looking at it with x on the bottom. Before we get started on algebraic fractions, it's probably a good idea to do some revision and look back at previous fractions that you've added and subtracted in the past. Now, really important, let's take a look at this. When adding or subtracting fractions, make the denominator the same using LCM. You should remember from primary school and early high school, that if you want to add two fractions, the denominator, the thing on the bottom, they're going to have to be the same. And the way you make them the same is by finding the lowest common multiple. Quick bit of revision. Let's try a question that you might have done previously. 4 on 7 plus 2 on 3. Now if we want to add these two fractions, we need to make our denominators the same. Now the lowest common multiple for 7 and 3 is 21. So we can go ahead. Now in order to make this 21, we need to multiply it by 3. So 7 times 3 over. Now remember, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So we're going to have to multiply 4 by 3 as well. And then on this side, to make 3 21, we're going to have to multiply that by 7. And do the same to the top. Now do the quick maths there. 4 times 3 is 12 over 21 plus 14 over 21. Eventually you end up with 26 over, what I should say is, don't get ahead of myself, 21, 21, those denominators are the same, so we can put this whole thing over one fraction. 12 plus 14 over 21 will equal 26 over 21. Now that's an improper fraction, you could turn that into a mixed number or something like that, or we can leave it like that. The important information here is remembering that we need to make those denominators the same, and then we can put it all over one fraction and then add those top things together. Okay, so not forgetting our learning goal today is adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. Here's our first algebraic fraction that we're going to do. 2x over 3 minus x over 2. Now, in order for us to add these, we're going to do exactly the same thing that we did in that previous question. Find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 2, which is 6. So 3 times 2 will be 6, and then we have to do the same to the top that we just did to the bottom. So it's going to be 2x times 2 minus, now we need to make this 6, so we're going to do that by doing 2 times 3. And then we need to do the same to the top as we did to the bottom, x times 3. Now that's going to be 6 over 2x times 2, which is 4x, minus, that's going to be 6 over 3 times x, which is 3x. Now if we keep looking at this, we've got common denominators now, so we can make those denominators the same, or put them all over one fraction. So it's going to be all over 6, 4x minus 3x. Okay, 4x minus 3x, 4 minus 3, that's going to be 1x. We can simply write 1x as x. So our final answer, 2x over 3 minus x over 2 is going to be equal to x over 6. What we've just done there is add, well actually we subtracted an algebraic fraction. If that was addition, we'd do exactly the same thing. This was an algebraic fraction with x on the top. In future videos, we'll do x on the bottom.